qualifying final in the Geelong District Football League between Bannockburn and Thomson. At half-time, it's Thomson 5-4-34. They lead Bannockburn 3-1. Before we go further, the stats. And with Frank Fratelli downstairs. Frank, can you give us the leading kick and handball getters for both sides, the players we're looking at this afternoon? If you're down there, somewhere.
Frank, are you there, Frank?
Do you know what you're doing?
Yes, I'm here.
That's
Hello,
beautiful,
how you going?
mate. Tremendous.
All right. In that quarter, Christian Holland had 5 kicks and 1 mark, 3 handballs. Stephen Ardo played well. He had 6 kicks and 1 handball. That's probably for the most for Thomson blokes. For Bannockburn, probably the most out of the 6 that we've picked, probably Corrigan, who had 2 kicks. Choppers Connors had 2 kicks and 3 handballs, and Ronnie Pilgrim had 1 kick and 2 handballs, and Nathan Rose had a handball there. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Frank. It's Thomson 5-4-34. They lead Bannockburn 3-1-19 at half-time, and we're just about to start the vital third term here at St Albans Reserve. Umpire Darren Banch holds the ball aloft, and it will be Glenn Wilkins, and up in the ruck against him, it looks like Shane Andrews once again. Damien Tom gets the first clear effective kick of the third term, straight down to Ronnie Pilgrim, and he takes the mark in front of David Burke. About 50 metres out he'll be kicking from, and it could be a quick start for the Bannockburn side.
Very encouraging start for the Bannockburn side as well, and the Apco Easy Shops bring us this third and premiership quarter of football, and we do thank Apco Easy Shops in and around Geelong, the one-stop shop that's got the lot, Jace.
Ronnie Pilgrim lines up from 50. Should have no trouble with the distance with a bit of breeze behind him. He comes in now, and it's right on the goal line. And has it been a mark? Yes, it is. It's been paid by the central umpire, and it will be Clinton Shaw who's been moved into the forward line. And no, it's through. 1 behind. It was over the line. So 1 behind to Ronnie Pilgrim. And the first score for the third term. They go to 3-2-20 Bannockburn 5-4-34 Thomson. Kick in comes to the commentary box side towards Atchison. Highland there with Matty Pilgrim. Matty Pilgrim keeps his feet. Now coming through is Wolfenden. Handball quickly to Highland. It's okay. Now the sputter. Can he get on his right foot? He can, and go long towards centre wing. Wentworth in front. The Chicken Hawk got some support. Lincoln East. Handball quickly to Damien Tom. They've done well there. There's exchange of handballs. Goes long now towards Roweth and Dallahant. And Dallahant is able to take an easy chest mark.
Yeah, good running there from the major, Damien Tom, and a lovely kick too with the slippery ball. Finds Steve Dallahant, who's no more than 30 metres out directly in front. Just what the Bannockburn supporters and coaching staff would be looking for, an early 6-pointer. We've only been travelling, let's have a look, 1.5 minutes into the third and vital quarter.
Good kick.
Dallahant, he really pumped that right through, and a great kick for a goal, Stephen Dallahant. He kicks, let's have a look, his second goal for the afternoon, and badly needed 4th for Bannockburn, moving to the 4-2-26. Trailing Thomson 5-4-34, 8 points the margin. Apco Easy Shops, third quarter scoreboard.
They've thrown the players around during the half-time break, boys. We've got Nathan Rose going now with McFarlane, Flanagan and Fanning, Wentworth now with Ardo, Corrigan going with Humphrey, and Perkins has gone on to Cowans.
Okay, so a number of changes for the Bannockburn side as they cut the margin to 8 points. Back in the middle, Wilkins goes up early, gets it down. Foot race now, and it will be Flanagan getting back there. He's got east wide, slips over just as he gets his kick away, goes towards centre half forward. Winter's there, Armstrong as well. A couple of fresh air shots on the centre square line. Winter tries to tap it forward once again. On hands and knees is Burns. He gets it back towards Armstrong. The umpire lets it go. Wilkins comes out with it. Now he gets pushed in the back. No free kick. Oh, umpire ball it up. He lets it go. Roweth breaks away. And Darren Roweth, wobbly sort of kick towards Dallahant. And against him there was Elliott. Comes through. And ball, Ronnie Pilgrim. Can he kick the goal? No, he can't. He misses. And 1 goal 3 for Ronnie this afternoon.
Just hasn't got the right bird on, has he? He just over-screwed that ball back. He had every opportunity there, certainly under pressure, but normally would kick. But on that occasion, just offline, and moves the margin now to 7 points. Thomson enjoying that lead. Apco Easy Shops, third and vital quarter.
Low-scoring game. 7 points of difference, only 9 goals between the two sides kicked so far this afternoon. Craig Wolfenden a kick in from fullback for Thomson. Kicking to the northern end in this third term. Against the breeze, wobbly kick. It's going to be okay though. Armstrong takes it right on the defensive 50. Plays on quickly. Kick over the top, Marty Rowan. Leads Flanagan in the race of the footy, can't mark it. Tries to tap it in front, Flanagan robs it. And on centre wing, screws it back in towards centre half forward, Martin. And coming out is Armstrong once again. They raffle it, Armstrong wins it. And he will take the mark and resultant kick from centre half back. Goes long towards Sherwell in front. Can't take the mark. Play on. Falls in towards Fanning's hands. Leaves it behind. Gadd gives it to Perkins. He's wrapped up by Highland. Drops a footy. Winter just a little toe poke again. Perkins. High kick towards centre half forward. Pilgrim pushes Burke away. Armstrong there though. And his third kick in a minute goes towards Gardner. And Timmy Gardner takes it. Plays on now. Kick around the corner towards centre half forward. Cowan with the leap from behind. Plugger can't take the mark. Wentworth on hands and knees. Plugger there again. Great second effort for the big man. Oh, he needs to get rid of it now. He did. Got a handball to Fanning. Going to get wrapped up as well. Too slow. Ardo there also. Bit of harassing there from the Bannockburn side. They get the footy away. Wentworth for the sake of the boundary line. Good defender's kick. And we'll find it in front of the guest video commentary box. And Stewie, a little bit more desperation and commitment by the Bannockburn boys in the first couple of minutes of this third term.
Yeah, it certainly is. And one thing I'll say, they've come this side of the ground, I would say 90% of the time. So they've rectified the first quarter.
So, boundary throw in. Wilkins and Andrews. Andrews with the leap from behind. Wilkins in front. Gets a push. Pilgrim. That's Matty. Can't take it. Highland can with a little toe poke and see it out of bounds. For a throw in. 34 plays 27. Thomson in front by 7 points.
I have that Tommy in my side any time. He's fairly hard at it. He spent a lot of time on the bench probably at Bannockburn this year and probably played a few games in the reserves. And a lot of admiration for the bloke.
Damien Tom's got a lovely right eye as well.
What about his left? Is that okay?
It's just about closed for mine, but there's been a high tackle against Timmy Gardner. It's going to go the way of the coach of the Bannockburn side, Stephen Stormy Winter, right on members' side centre wing, and he'll drive the Bannockburn boys into attack. Drop punt, not too bad either. In front there was Shaw, couldn't get both hands on the footy. It slips over the back of the pack. Harding's there, looks to Ronnie Pilgrim. Under pressure there from Elliott. Thompson with Burke. Hands and knees, couldn't really control it. Pack of players have formed umpire or bounced down about 40 metres from the Bannockburn goal, who are kicking to the Buckley Gaming Centre, end of St Albans Reserve. Shaw this time does the ruck work, but it's sharked at ground by Gardner, who's all wrapped up. Ran into Flanagan and also, that looks like Chops Connors picking himself off the pack. Umpire throws it in the air. Wilkins, good tap down to the runner of Highland, but cut off there by Stormy Winter. A lovely kick too to the teeth of goal. And a great mark there. Good contest between Delahunt and Elliott, but on that occasion, Delahunt winning out the physical battle, and I think you'll find he's waltzed in and kicked his third. He has. And Bannockburn back in town. 5-3-33 now. Bannockburn 1 point trailers over Thomson 5-4-34. APCO Easy Shop's third quarter scoreboard. Time check 7 minutes gone of his third term, and yes, those moves that the Bannockburn side have made seem to be paying off, Stewie Scott.
Yeah, certainly have at this stage. I mean, all those players that have been involved in those moves have certainly had an influence. Just another mention on what I mentioned in the second quarter about the ruckman from Bannockburn who stands behind the player, kick behind play. Just there with Drainer, he's standing sort of at centre half forward, and I still think I'd like to see them pushed out on the defensive side of the ground, because that's obviously the side that the opposition are going to want to try and push the ball and be blocking that hole.
Certainly.
Connors gets it away. Pilgrim now, that's Matty. He's got a handball off to the major. Damien Tom has got a bit of space in front of him now. He can drive it long. Good kick too. Roworth from behind, and Roworth takes the mark in front of Woofenden. And Darren Roworth with the kick from 30 metres out directly in front to get the lead for Bannockburn. So, Darren Roworth. And Stewie, they've gone back to a little bit more of a traditional forward line, Bannockburn. They've got Ronnie Pilgrim back there, and now Darren Roworth, who we've seen cut some sides to pieces this year.
Yeah, he's pretty good, Rowie, with that coming from behind. He comes behind the fella who leads, and if the ball happens to carry, or maybe it's a directed kick that goes over the back of the pack, and Rowie does get a lot of goals in that area like that. And obviously, Ronnie's going to create a lot of interest from the opposition backman. So if Ronnie's not getting it, he's taking the minds off the opposition players by maybe looking at him a little bit too often, and it makes it a bit easier for the likes of Delahunt and Roworth. And I'll just make another mention of Tom. He's been fantastic out of the centre. Gardner had a pretty big first quarter. He had 11 or 12 possessions. He still had his 6 or 7 in the second quarter, but I don't think he was quite as influential as he was earlier on. And Tom has definitely given him a bit of hardness in the middle, which they were lacking early.
So it's Bannockburn 6-3-39. They lead Thomson 5-4-34 for the first time this afternoon on the Upco Easy Shop third quarter scoreboard.
8-minute mark of the third term. Ball now in the centre of the ground. Gardner paddles it forward to centre half forward. Cowan traps it well. Went one way, then goes on to his preferred left side. Hand pass to centre half forward was okay to Highland. He's got Marty Rowan out wide, who's kicked though. Not a good one. But he in front, McFarlane. Went one way, then the other. Feeds off the hand pass to Highland. Back inboard he goes. Run into a bit of traffic. Bannockburn defence pretty tough at the minute as they quickly clear out. That was not good football because Burns traps it, chips into centre half forward. Ardo comes out. Likewise, so does Damien Tom. A lot of courage shown there. Got it across to Nathan Rose, who kicks out very wide. And Stevie Ardo not looking very well as he chased the football there. And I think there'll be a move coming up the Thomson bench very shortly. I'd suggest he'd have a very heavily corked right thigh.
Yeah, I think if he was right, he'd definitely be on the middle of the ground somewhere. So Ardo definitely carrying one there.
Comes out now. Lincoln East kick around the corner for touch and finds it. Gains about 30 metres. Going to be another boundary throw in at half forward in front of the Thomson coaching box. No trail at the moment. Bannockburn 6-3-39. Thomson 5-4-34. It's 5 points of difference. So the moves that Bannockburn have made at half time have worked to this stage. Boundary throw in front. Sherwell comes to the side of the pack. Off from mid-air, good kick. Tom gets it away. Atchison in front of Shaw. Falls back Andrews. Wilkins tries to tap at the advantage of to Burns. He can't pick it up. Now, kick by Lincoln East. Handball from Connors, and it's gone a long way behind us. Brett, you won't even be able to get close to that, so don't worry. And it will be a free kick to Thomson. And Ronnie just trying the magic downstairs. What did he ask for, Stewie? The ball.
He tried to pick up about 30 metres on the mark. But,
then he's went out of bounds to the point post. It's going to be the big man, Glenn Wilkins, with the free kick at centre wing for Thomson. Goes towards half forward. Sherwell, get hand on it. Gardner can't pick it up. Ardo off the ground. Gains about 15 metres. Perkins can't pick it up. Got some support though. Comes to the back of the pack. Wentworth breaks one tackle, then gets the handball away. Connors. Tumbling punt towards the middle. Up. Clinton Shaw in the middle. Can't take it. Winter Rove nicely. Goes with a kick towards half forward. Pilgrim one out with Burke. Burke, Pilgrim, Ronnie. Do something magic. Little soccer kick. Okay. Atchison soccer kick as well. Gains a bit of room for Roworth. He needs a shepherd. He's got the footy in front still. Roworth. Matty Pilgrim chops him off. And now he comes back. Goes to Delahunt. Can he kick another one? No, he can't. Is it still in the field of play? It is now through for one behind to Bannockburn. And they go to 6-4-40.
great bodywork. Lincoln East there took the rubberman Atchison out of the contest fair and square.
Ardo coming off and Stein, the fresh player on the ground for Thomson.
Good to see that. Had to happen.
Kick in by Wolfenden. Went to Wilkins, the big man though. Put it out of bounds on the full. It will be a free kick to Bannockburn. And getting around there, Clinton Shaw with the footy. About 60 metres away from goal. Now Shaw goes, centres the ball. Good kick too. Couple up there, can't take the mark. Rowan from behind, tries to tap it to the advantage of Wolfen, and he's over the top. Winter there as well. And, is that holding the ball? Yes, it is. Good decision. Sat over it for a long time there, Craig Wolfenden. And Stephen Winter with the free kick, 45 metres out from goal. Got Clinton Shaw. No, he's going to go back and have a look at them. So, penalised. Craig Wolfenden there for holding the footy. And the coach, Stephen Winter. 45 metres out from goal. Distance will test the coach. Puts it up into the air. It's going to fall in the goal square. Andrews. Wilkins from behind. Where is it now? Wilkins on the ground. And Wolfenden want to see it through for a rush behind. He does so.
Wind seems to have dropped off a bit down here, boys.
Thank the Lord for small mercies.
Still blowing a gale, but it's certainly dropped off.
Well, don't say anything too soon, Stewie. Just hold on to your hat.
Just see Jace Perkins has gone back with Stein. I'd like to see Perkins up on the half-back line because I think for the first 10 minutes this quarter he's had a few touches and he's certainly been influential down there.
41 plays 34. Bannockburn with the lead. Connors, great tackle, gives it to the drainer. He wants to get on that left. He's at 50. Can he kick the goal? He goes around. It's into the goal square. Ronnie Pilgrim. Ronnie in the middle's taking the mark.
Yeah, I think he's picked it. Plucked it out of the air just with sheer strength, Ronnie, then. Good.
Frank, if you're just down there close, what's Ronnie Pilgrim's stats this afternoon? Have you got, though? Are we doing Ronnie? We're not doing Ronnie.
We're doing Ronnie. This quarter, he will be kicking his fourth kicks and second mark, and he'll be going for his second goal this quarter.
9 possessions all up.
9 possessions all up, so he's starting to come into it a bit, and he's kicked a goal. his second. He's kicked 2 goals through this afternoon, and Bannockburn go further in front. They're 7-5-47 and they lead Thomson 5-4-34. Apco Easy Shop third quarter scoreboard. Who were 10-1 for the flag? Jeez. In a 5-horse race, they're 10-1. Earlier. 13 points of difference, Bannockburn with the lead. And time check. We've been playing 13.5 minutes in this third term. And Bannockburn have kicked 4 goals.
Yeah, great start to this vital quarter of football. Bought was by Apco Easy Shops this third quarter. Wilkins, this time again, beaten by Andrews, having run the ball for the Bannockburn side. Ball spills out to where Armstrong, running down from half-back, kicks a high ball to half-forward. Coming out strong, they couldn't take the ball, was Humphrey. Now an opportunity, Jason Stein, just on the ground. He went one way. Well wrapped up there by Richie Corrigan and will be penalised.
So a free kick to Corrigan. Some of these two down here. I don't know, unbelievable. Bob Davis and Sam Kekovich, they are, the pair of them. Goes towards centre wing now. Pack develops. The umpire will come in and bounce it. I think if you want to make a comment, boys, put the microphone near your mouth so we can actually hear you.
In defence of Jason Stein, he'd lost his footing at the crucial time. I thought the umpire was a little tough on him. He did try to get the ball out from underneath him. When you're full on top of it, it's pretty hard.
No, he didn't run.
Wilkins gets it down to Armstrong. Don't start a brawl in the commentary box. Goes up to Sherwell. Can't take the mark. Rove by Harding at the front of the pack for Bannockburn. Goes towards Clinton Shaw. Matty Pilgrim. It hits him in the noggin. Matty keeps going. And Atchison next to him. Matty Pilgrim does well. Handball behind East. Sets him up. And Armstrong just wants to save to the boundary line and finds it. Good defensive play. And it's out of bounds right in front of the guest commentary box. And it's 7-5-47 Bannockburn. Thomson 5-4-34. 14 points of difference and a bit of a mismatch here on the right. Atchison up against Pilgrim.
We'll see if they guard the boundary line here, boys.
Well, Wilkins.
Not.
Wilkins and Andrews. Andrews works to the front. Wilkins double-hander. Armstrong gets a good play. Breaks away. Goes to the right boot. Long. Towards half forward. Fanning. Push. No free kick. Over the back. Now Fanning. Does it sit for him? Yes, it does. Thunder thighs. Runs in. Can he kick the goal? Yes, he can. And he's kicked his second. You're going to kill me for calling him that too. His old man probably will too.
Well, a very handy goal in this third quarter. It's taken them some time, about 16.5 minutes of this third quarter to reach to their first 6-pointer.
What's it like to be built perfectly,
Thomson,
Jason?
6-4-40, Bannockburn 7-5-47. Margin back to 7 points now in this third quarter. Apco Easy Shops third quarter scoreboard, and we thank Promoted Trophy and Clothing Company for supporting the time clock for season 98 of GDFL footy, which shows 16.5 minutes gone to the third term.
We're both built for comfort, Fano, you know that. Not for speed.
Back to the centre. Wilkins again. Ball kicked off the carpet there. Damien Tom, who's been terrific. Ball ricochets out there now. East in front there of Armstrong. Kicks off the carpet. There's Lincoln East. Gathers a good 35 metres to his side. Ball trundles over the line out of bounds. It's on the right half-forward flank, which is the right side of the ground.
Bit of good play there by Winter. He didn't have to lay any physical contact on the Thomson player, but just seeing him come from the side obviously took his mind off the player, and even though it went out of bounds, it certainly was the team thing.
Oh well, Noel's getting into the umpire, so they must be breaking concentration. Wilkins gets it off to Paddy Burns, outside defensive 50, goes towards centre wing. Atchison in front, goes towards well, advantage. Gardner gives it off to Highland. Bit of a soft free kick, but they get the advantage. Thompson, he goes long. Good kick too. McFarlane in front. Can't take the mark. Behind Rose. Recovery. There's Humphrey as well. Handball. Too slick for Gadd. McFarlane again. Rides a bump. Tries to get the handball away. Does so. Sherwell was going to do a short handball. Then he elects to go to Highland. Coming in. Fanning again. And it's still there close to the behind post. And it's through 4-1 behind. He chipped in for his third there, Fanning.
Yeah, ball just didn't sit for him, and had it sat for young Fanning, his third goal would have been definitely posted. But that brings the margin now back to one straight kick. 47 plays 41. Bannockburn leading. Ball kicked to the outer side of the ground. Good work out there was by the 37 Guernsey for Bannockburn, which was that was Flanagan, sorry. And here's an opportunity for them. Winter taps it over to the run of Damien Tom. Had a bounce. The kick though off the side of his boot up to the right forward pocket. The race is on. Now Harding, no it's not, it's Roweth who's been busy with the long sleeve, screws the ball over his shoulder right across the face of goal. And Darren Roweth been a real live wire in this third quarter, having sat the first half. Bannockburn now enjoying a 6-point lead over the Thomson side. And we're 10 minutes gone at the third and vital quarter. Anyone's game, the qualifying final for GDFL footy in season 98.
If we just see where Drainer is now, he's in the middle of the ground. I mean, I don't think Thomson are going to come straight down the centre of the ground. They're going to want to try and go wide when they're coming out, and I'd like to see him push the boundary a little bit more.
Well, Burns is going towards that region now. He was going to handball. Now he elects to go with the kick straight down the middle. Timmy Gardner. There you go. He went to the wing too. Timmy Gardner goes now across the ground. Highland comes from behind. Over the back, Wentworth stayed down. Can he pick it up? No, he can't. Over the top, Highland gives it off towards Perkins. He slaps it back towards the drainer. Can't pick it up. Gardner breaks away again. The Gardner. Oh, through it. No free kick. Perkins got the handball away. Armstrong. Oh, behind. Flashy play towards Sherwell. Now Harding. Pretty tough and tight in there. Highland and also running through East, but he left it behind. Cowan gets around Andrews. Shrugs the tackle. Goes with a wobbly left foot kick out wide towards half forward. Foot race. Corrigan. It's going to sit for him, does it? No, it doesn't. He just wants the safety of the boundary line. And it's out of bounds. Pat must have heard you, Stewie. He came inboard. Instead of going on the wing, came back inboard. And Drainer must have heard him too because he went to the wing as well. But back through the centre. And it's now out of bounds on the half-forward flank. It's 47 playing 41. It's only a goal. The difference, Bannockburn in front. And it's thrown in. Good throw in from behind. Gadd falls to the front. Perkins quick to Connors. Put him under pressure. Highland wrapped him up and nowhere to go. It's going to be a ball up at half-forward. So a big pack around the ball. It's going to be Sherwell up against, in the end, I think it might have been, Andrews. Gardner breaks away. Taps it on the ground, gives it to Highland. Highland now, left foot kick. Wobbly into the pocket, and it is out of bounds now. In the left forward pocket, it's 7-5 playing 6-5. Bannockburn in the lead by 6 points. And we have been playing 21 minutes in this third term.
Yeah, just a little bit of zip gone out of the Thomson side, isn't it?
Well, they might be waiting for the last term. A bit of a wind advantage, maybe. Hopefully not. Oh,
Great
good
work,
play. Humphrey, but he's missed it. Got the hands free there and got the ball free, but only could put it through for one behind.
Steve Sherwell there doing the contesting work from that throw-in and set that passage of play up there for Rick Humphrey, but unfortunately his left foot snapped just offline. Ball now brought back into play, going straight down the middle. Clean bowls Cowans, but he was quick enough to recover well. On hands and knees, hand pass out was okay. Put Ardo under a bit of pressure, lost it, and well tackled there also by, it might have been Stevie Gadd. Ball now smothered off the boot of Harding. It spills to the centre of the ground. Opportunity here for Chris Martin. Went one way, then fed off the hand pass, but a very ineffective one because number 12 in Hewitt. Perkins I should say. Trapped it well, gave it to Roweth, who kicks quickly up looking for Delahunt in front there of Elliott. Ground level was Ronnie Pilgrim, whose left foot shot at goal. Ooh, it just went the wrong side of the big stick. Great effort from the veteran half forward, Ronnie Pilgrim. 2 goals for his personal tally here this afternoon. So he's had a bit of the football, Jason.
Certainly has. And Bannockburn go to 7-6-48. They lead Thomson 6-6-42, a goal in it. Late stage of this third term, APCO Easy Shop third quarter scoreboard. Wolfenden to do the kicking in. Goes to the outer side with a high kick outside 50. Running in, taking the mark. Is it Elliott? No, play on the call. And now Burns tries to get it over the top towards Fanning. Oh, kick in the air by Connors. Now it's outside the 50. Another kick in the air. Wilkins tries to tap it down to his own advantage in the end. It's a rugby scrum. The umpire will come in and ball it up.
Yeah, Bannockburn seem to have grown an extra leg at that long break at half-time, and that's why they're enjoying a 6-point advantage at the minute. Scoreboard at the ground a little slow and putting that last point to Bannockburn up. Ball at centre half forward now for Bannockburn, but it spills out where Atchison picks it up and brings the ball right across to the members' side wing, but it's Perkins who's nearly met there by, that was Atchison who came at him, but they
Kick the goal.
both missed the ball and allows East to come in and pump it up there looking for Ronnie Pilgrim. Burke was right on his hammer. It's off both players' hands and out of bounds. Right forward pocket about 15 metres from Bannockburn's goal, who looking a very well-oiled unit at the minute, Jace.
Had a good third term. They've kicked 4 goals to take the lead. They lead by a goal now. Delahunt goes up. Big thump away to the front of the pack. 3 Thomson players there. They raffle it, and it's over the boundary line for a throw-in once again in the right forward pocket.
They all looked at each other then.
Who's going to take it?
Yeah, lack of talk.
Well, Stein in the end pushed it over the boundary line. Now it's going to be Wilkins and Shaw. It's a short throw-in. In the end, Delahunt takes it out of the ruck contest. Can he kick a goal around the shoulder? And he pushes it into the goal. Connors off his chest and through for 1 behind. So they go to 7-7-49. Bannockburn, Thomson 6-6-42. Apco Easy Shop third quarter scoreboard.
Now let's have a look. This time it's Craig Wolfenden bring the ball back into play. Let's go to the outer side or defensive side. Back of the pack, Pat Burns, who's been a little quiet this third quarter. Runs onto the ball. Damien Tom there clashes with him. Burns was good enough to get his foot to the ball, but he won't be happy because it's gone over the line and out of bounds. Penalty free kick to be taken by Darren Roweth, well up the ground for the Bannockburn team. Goes short. Unmarked there was Rick Harding. Takes the easiest of chest marks. Just taking his time. Not a lot of movement up on the forward line for Bannockburn, so he's elected now to kick the footy long. High fly is required. Back of the pack there was McFarland, who's having a run on the ball. Got one from Steve Delahunt there too, not picked up by the umpire. As Glenn Wilkins very slowly picks himself off the carpet.
I don't think the boys have generally read the play very well off the back of the pack today, like when they've been kicking with the wind. They've, you've always been told to represent at the front of the pack, front and square, etc. But obviously with the wind blowing, it has carried the back a few times, and they haven't been able to get anything out of it.
Yeah, good call, Stewie. Is a good call again this time, Chris Martin, but his kick lets him down because it's gone straight to the direction of Hewitt. Picks up, then kicks a long high ball to centre half forward. Wilkins was there, punches it down to Fanning, whose hand pass to no one in particular allows now Rick Harding to waltz onto the footy, bang it up to goal, and I think you'll find he has just missed to the right side of the big sticks, Rick Harding.
So Bannockburn 7-8-50, Thomson 6-6-42. Apco Easy Shop third quarter scoreboard. As you said, Ryan, it looks like McFarlane having a run on the ball. Cowans at full forward. And Timmy Gardner having a rest next to Sherwell at half forward. Wolfenden to kick in. Goes to the outer side. Good kick for distance to outside 50. Punched on. Now Marty Rowan against a couple. He needs to push it on and outpace Roweth. And Roweth's right next to him. Rowan keeps it in front. Does well. He's pushed it right up onto the wing. Sherwell comes in with Gadd as well. Here comes Humphrey. The B-Bear. He taps it on and gains another 20 metres. And I think they've had one kick from full-back, and they've got it to half forward.
Yeah, and it just goes to show what you can do with a little bit of committed running and intelligent play on that occasion from the Thomson side. Now let's see if they can get the ball forward. McFarland going to assist Sherwell, who's doing the ruck contest against Steve Gadd. Sherwell in front, got it to McFarland, tries to burst his way through the pack but can't do so. Ball quickly kicked out of the pack by Bannockburn. Opportunity now, Clinton Shaw feeds off inboard to the run of Matty Pilgrim, who ran into a brick wall of Tim Gardner, I think you'll find. No, Chris Martin it was, who laid a very aggressive tackle, being spoken to by the umpire. Matty Pilgrim's trying to con him to give him the free kick, but it was quite a good tackle actually. Put him down pretty hard. Matty Pilgrim reacted. No one gets a decisive tap of the footy. Pat Burns commits himself, but again, umpires called for it. And we'll have another bounce down right in the heart of the St Albans reserve, where the scoreboard shows that Bannockburn now leading by 7 points over Thomson. Time check, the promoted trophy and clothing time clock shows that we've been going, Jace, 28 minutes of this third quarter.
From the ruck contest, another pack develops, still in the middle. The umpire will come in and bounce it once again. So Bannockburn lead by 8 points at the moment, close to three-quarter time. Wilkins to do the ruck work against Andrews. Gets it down to Clinton Shaw, fresh air shot. And will be balled up once again. After Marty Rowan does some good work on Flanagan to hold him there and the footy. So the umpire will do it again. Throws it up. Wilkins up early, gets it down. Burns tried to get the handball away, couldn't do so. And it will be another ball up. So just a stalemate here in the middle of St Albans Reserve. And another ball up. Wilkins, Andrews, both get a hand to it. Burns against Connors, comes towards Wentworth, slick handball towards Tom. The Major wrapped up by Atchison and dropped the footy. And the rubber man in the middle with the free kick. Want to try and drive it long, get a quick goal before three-quarter time. Oh, the umpire. Pedantic. So the ball will come back in the middle of St Albans Reserve with Andrew Atchison. The rubber man now goes towards half forward, sets it up, and in fact Hewitt can't take the mark on hands and knees. Slick handball went to Connors at centre half back, but it is three-quarter time. And at three-quarter time, it is Bannockburn 7-8-50. They lead Thomson 6-6-42 in that third term. Bannockburn kicked 4 goals, 7. And Thomson kicked 1 goal, 2. So they really had a chance to put a bit more space between them, Bannockburn and Thomson. The goal kickers to three-quarter time is Steve Delahan's the leading goal scorer for Bannockburn. He has 3. Ron Pilgrim has 2. Darren Rowath has 1 and Shane Andrews has 1. While for Thomson, Christian McFarlane has 3. Daniel Fanning has 2 and Glenn Wilkins has 1 for Thomson. Now, who's going where? I think Stewie's gone once again to Bannockburn, has he?
No, right below you, mate.
No, you're
I am going.
You are going. You're going to Bannockburn?
Yeah, I'll just run through a couple of quick better plays for both sides. A little bit harder to find there for Thomson that quarter. I thought Marty Rowan did a couple of good things. Daniel Fanning just worked himself into the game a little bit, and Christian Holland once again was in amongst it. But other than that, it was probably a little bit hard to find consistent players throughout the quarter. I thought Steve Delahunt, obviously with 3 goals was in there a little bit. Ashley Perkins, as I mentioned earlier, across the half-back line featured early. Damien Tom has been fantastic.